Morning, everyone. What's going on? Not a great day today, guys. It's not a great day today. Mad love and respect for everyone passing through to the channel. It's a sad day today, ladies and gentlemen. But we are where we are today. You know? We are witnessing the madness that is happening across the board. Just going to wait for a few more people to pass through to the stream. Mad love and respect to all of you. Yes, pray for Ukraine. All the people that are caught up in between that madness. You just got to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. The purpose of your teacher. Yes, I do still trade Forex. You've just got to be very cautious. In 3 minutes' time, ladies and gentlemen, New York will be responding to what is going on in the charts. Okay? Seems to be there's a little bit of a recovery going on in the charts, but right now you just have to be extremely careful. So let's get on with the channel. Let's get on with the show. Mad love. Welcome to Traders Reality. My name is Tino. Let's have a conversation, guys. Let's roll with it. Okay then. Cool. I'm all good, Leroy. I'm all well, man. Mad love to all of you passing through. Thoughts with Ukraine? Let's just discuss what is actively happening right now. Okay, in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, you can see I've got various charts in front of us, which quite frankly are going to give you the sentiment of traders across the board. All right. Book map to the top left. This is the buy and sell ratio over every 5 minutes. Okay, it's updated on a 5-minute basis. It's actively live right now. It's in real time, and it shows you the buying and sell behavior across exchanges over every 5 minutes as such. So you can see that we've got a lot of buy volume in Coinbase, FTX. It's showing the 69 Bitcoin being brought. Sorry, 70 Bitcoin being brought in Coinbase. We've got FTX, which is coming in at 22. Gemini, not so much there. Got Kraken with 163 Bitcoin purchases. And LMX, which is 3.5. The sell side, we've got FTX selling at 19 Bitcoin. Coinbase selling 57. And Kraken is selling at 17. All right. Given the current circumstances, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of tension. There is a lot of issues going off around the world right now. Who's going to respond to Putin? What is going to happen to the nation of Ukraine? Right now, the charts are going to reflect traders' sentiment. Bookmap is going crazy. All right. If we look at last night's situation with Bookmap itself, let me just pull that up for you. There it is right there. Yesterday's stream talking about Bookmap. You can see the orders that were being stacked at 35, 34, 34 again, and 33,500. If we go back into the chart, you can see Bitcoin came down as sharp as the, where was it? The 34,326. So they absorbed the majority of that liquidity to the downside. This little bit of a retracement right now. New York is open, ladies and gentlemen. And what I'm trying to get across to you guys is to be very careful trading these sort of circumstances. It is not an ideal time for you to be trading. Why? Because it's all emotionally driven. All right, any idea of any patterns, any reversions to the mean and what have you, unless you are not a veteran trader, but unless you are proficient in your strategy and you know the elements to it and you are disciplined with your risk, then the world is your oyster in that sense. But to the new guy coming into crypto, I strongly recommend that you sit this one out, because you can complain about opportunities that you may have missed, but I'd rather you complain about what you could have done as opposed to you complaining about the money that you physically have lost in the game. All right, I'd rather take that as opposed to complaining that you lost so much money just not waiting and sitting tight. Okay, New York is going to respond to this. 2 p.m. You can see to the left, the USDT chart itself has made a big move to the upside. Traders are seeking safety. All right. Some traders may be closing shorts in Bitcoin, which is probably why some of it is coming off. They're probably putting it back into various currency pairs, okay? Then we've got the US government bonds right here trading at the lows, all right? Now, we've got to be mindful as well. Sentiment across the board is people are scared. Look at gold right here. Gold has made an unbelievable move to the upside, ladies and gentlemen. Traders are feeling fearful, all right? Gold is soon and likely to try and come up towards this zone in the chart, all right? Just look at this. If we look back in gold, you can see we are on our way to try and recover this previous wick in the chart. Big green vector candle to the upside. Some of the guys who like to watch the patterns in the stock market would agree that this looks like a cup with handle play. It looks great, okay? But just be mindful of the fact that we have got a war happening right now and people are trying to rush to safety. This is being reflected in the chart of gold itself, all right? So waiting until the New York session is fully on its way. That is in 30 minutes time. Just proceed with caution, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying to you. If you take anything away from this stream, try and avoid looking for entries right now because it's just a crazy environment. Okay, we can see that is bright as day. Lots of FUD being put out there. Things are moving. People are getting hurt. This is not a time to trade, in my opinion. We've got to wait. And we're going to know very shortly with New York on how they respond to this behavior. Okay? Just being observant on the book map itself, we can see they're just slowly dripping price to the downside. Zooming out, you can see what's going on. Been hitting stop hunts to the upside. 145 Bitcoin absorbed in a very short amount of time. And then they initiate the trap and then they bring it back down again to hit the liquidations. Looking at Bitcoin's price action, ladies and gentlemen. All right? If you've been watching the streams over the past couple of days, we've been paying attention to the infamous blue vector candle. And look what's happened, ladies and gentlemen. They have come straight into that range and recovered the majority of that vector candle. We do still have this wick down here, though. That is a cause for concern. Yeah? Very aggressive price action happening in the charts. When we move out and look a little bit more to the right side of the chart, you can see where we are approaching. We are coming into a point in the chart where market makers can trap a lot of traders. The question is the news going to trigger price movement to actually come back down into this range? Is it possible Bitcoin can come back down to 28? Whatever people's opinions are of Bitcoin are irrelevant right now, even my own. Why? Because the market will go to where it can get the best feel for liquidity. This is all that it needs. Whatever factors are going to trigger traders to go from one exchange to the next, to commit liquidity, to remove liquidity, people can only sell if someone is prepared to buy, and people can only buy if someone is prepared to sell. Just having that narrative in the back of your mind every time you come to the charts is going to serve you well when it comes to trading, because you're going to understand the chances of price going from one point to the next. Last night in the stream, we spoke about a gentleman asked a question regarding orders sat at the 36.6 zone. There seemed to be a lot of orders in that range. And we remember what we were talking about, the idea of support and resistance. Traders that had gone long from this area saw this zone as support. All right. And you can see price came back down into that range right here. So look at this zone right here and then look at this area right here. They had come straight into that range to the wick. Okay, look at how close it was. They bounced off that zone and reasserted to the retail trader that this was a support zone. So that's when money came in. Market maker was able to get some more shorts filled at at higher prices because the retail trader was buying from this point. We've been getting this situation happening for quite some time now. People are talking about what happened in September. You know, the support from September, where was it? This area here. People thought Bitcoin was going to bounce from that zone. They wicked the range, they came back, they all went long, then they paid the price for it. All right? It's all about money flow, nothing else. And all we've got to try and get into our minds is understand what the market maker's trying to do. The fact that they are stalling in this chart is very important. Now, some of you may have noticed that I don't actually have a price on the right side of the chart. Just to solidify my point that I don't care about price. I'm interested in what is going on in the range. If I want to care about price and look at what it's doing in a certain zone, I mark off the range. So I take the absolute low right here for the session. That sits at the 34,320 zone. We round it off, 34,300. We take the highest point in the session. That takes us to 37,411. Let's take the median of that range. So the median of the range, if there's a whole and half number in sight, I will look to pay attention to it. 36,000 is right there. So look what's happened. Yeah, a clean straight breakdown into the 36 range. All right. Now we've got the 35k zone as well, which is showing the same sort of behavior. So let's mark that off in the chart. 35k. So these are the ranges that I'm working with. Principal would say, yes, we would expect them to move price back up. But with what's going on in terms of news around the world, just look at what's being discussed. Where is it? Authorized special military. We knew this was 11 hours ago. Russian forces enter Kiev. This Ukraine. Here we go. Civilian cargo ships hit by Ukrainian missile strikes. Like, it's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. And this is, in essence, New York getting ready to do something, which is why I'm doing this stream right now, just to keep you guys aligned with behavior of price. Need to be paying attention to it. Okay. Okay, what are we saying? I know I don't work for him. People are scared of losing. Get out, someone buys about I'm helping people, good Samaritan. This is it. This is it, man. We've got to be very careful with what's going on around the world right now, man. People are looking to, exploit these situations. Fine. If you're going to start trading these sort of circumstances, then you better have the tenacity to be able to withstand volatility. Because the fact that there is a mad war happening right now, countries are getting, we're seeing a lot of warfare happening right now. Price is doing nothing. Gold is holding. The US government bonds are holding. Market cap USDT is holding. Bitcoin isn't doing much. We're waiting for something. And that will be known at 2:30 when the futures market opens. Okay? Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a mini 2008. This could be the subprime mortgage crisis again. Look at what oil's doing. Look at where oil is right now. I think it's over $100 a barrel, if I'm correct. Everyone's rushing to commodities. Everyone is rushing to commodities. Let me just bring up that platform again. Where is it? ADVFN. Here we go. Check this out. Bit of a bright screen, but it's all good. Here we go. Look at this. Let me just get rid of that while it's doing its thing. Okay, here we go. As it stands right now, let's just look at global markets. Take the US. Look what's positive. Commodities, ExxonMobil, oil. Everything is up. Oil, gold, everything commodity-based is up. Look at all the commodities. Gold, silver, platinum, copper, Brent crude oil, gasoline, natural gas. Okay, the only thing that's not actually rising is coffee, because quite frankly, coffee is the best thing for situations like this right now. Okay, but you can see everything is up. Everyone's rushing for commodities. They need protection. All right, everything looks like it's trading lower, and I'm waiting for the futures markets to open. Crypto itself, top coins right now in terms of volume itself. So let me just check that out. Where is it? Tools, average volume breakouts. So we take that right there. Let's have a look. So all of these coins below this red line is the average volume breakout. So things are breaking out. And what is this? Paxos Gold as a cryptocurrency is up. All right. So could that be something that we could protect ourselves with when we seek safety in crypto? Is it just not just USDT? We can actually turn to gold, Paxo Gold. Could that be a possibility? If the same is for fiat that gold is right here, so when traders are scared, they run to gold. Yeah? Can we do the same in cryptocurrency and go to a crypto coin that is backed by gold in principle? Yeah? Do I think Bitcoin can go to 20k? Do you know what? It doesn't matter whether it can go to 20k or not. It's all about what people are, how they're going to react to what is going off in the world. Yes, CBDC is coming. I can understand that. I understand what you're talking about in that aspect. And it's no different to what happened in the subprime mortgage crisis. We need a reset. Okay? Things need to reset. Let me pull up this chart right here. Ethereum. Trading into the 50 EMA. You can tell they're holding, guys, because the 50 has come into the into price. That's not good. I don't like that. Let me just pull up the SPX right now. Where we at? Trader sentiment, SPX. There we go. SPX is probably going to, I think it's going to gap up. SPX is likely to gap up because we've got it on another exchange which is showing a big green vector candle to the upside. I'm expecting a gap up which they may look to try and close. All right. But looking at the S&P 500 right here, guys, The monthly candle has broken into the 13 EMA, and it hasn't done so for a long time. The last time it did that, it sharply traded lower, and then it came back up. So we just need to sit tight and wait and see what happens. Because look, subprime mortgage crisis. Look what was going on there. The US was in a 284-month economic expansion at this point. Okay? Look, it was just rising and rising and rising. Then you had this sharp pull to the downside right here, going beyond the moving averages, breaking the range itself. Then they sharply came back up. So I think we did it earlier on in the masterclass session. A 35% drop, 121% move to the upside. Anticipate a 35% drop. So we could assume from the high all the way down to this area. Let's assume that that would be the case. A 35% drop right there, for example. And we would project that if that is going to be the case and history is going to repeat itself and they reset everything, then we would naturally expect a bigger movement, let's say, of 120% move to the upside. So we could get the S&P 500 trading at 7,000. Is it a mad claim? No. All we're doing is we're just assuming that based on the last economical impactful thing that's happened in the world, subprime mortgage crisis right here, oil is rising to the upside, and then everything tanks and follows, then this movement to the upside. You see, the thing is, in the past few wars, marketplaces have risen because all we are waiting for is the absorption of this war. How long it's going to last for, what's its impact going to be economically, that will be factored in price. The market will always react to it based on how they think it's going to be in the future. They will react to it now, and then fundamentals will reflect it later on. And then you come to the marketplace and everything is moving up, and naturally they will be coming down to reflect the fundamentals as such. That's the cycle of how things move, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? But in my opinion, guys, avoid trading today. It's a tricky day to be trading. Tricky day to be trading. News plays all over the place. At any instant, someone could say something which can have an impact on price, on everything across the board. In my opinion, you want to be very careful. Okay? Be very careful. Cash is also a position. Just look what's going on. Nothing. Nothing is happening, ladies and gentlemen. And that is concerning. There is a war and nothing is happening. All right? Tino, war I get and the excuse to drop price, etc. But on the flip side, this might actually postpone or slow down the rate hikes this year. So on that side, it's positive again. Do you know what? Bright, listen, whether that's positive or not, it's how people react to it. Because not many people are going to be understanding that logic. All right? People are just going to run to sell because it's scary. People are scared right now. You know? Tino isn't cut out for trading volatility. Oh, come on, bro. Please, bro. You obviously don't know me too well. I'm all good for trading volatility, but to the new guy coming into crypto who's excited at the prospect of trading, he's going to get caught out. And I don't want that to happen. Pattern watchers, look out for each other, man. You know, we've got to protect ourselves. The idea is to stay in the game. They want you to react to these sort of scenarios because you can only sell when someone buys. People are thinking, oh, there's a war happening. Everyone is scared. Let's sell. Let's go short. Let's go short. Well, guess what? It will go short. You may realize a little bit of a return, but you won't pay yourself in time because the market could snap back, come back up, shake you out of your position, and then continue down lower to get you to get back in again and do exactly the same thing. That's the sad truth. You know? We just noticed something here, right? Paxos Gold, Pax G. Let me just bring that up for a second. Let me just pull that up. Is it somewhere? Can I trade this anywhere? Let me see. Awesome. It's on Binance. So, look at that. There is the equivalent of safety, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? There is the equivalent of safety to the equivalent of gold. All right? So, let's look at the logic. Pax Gold. I'm guessing it's backed by gold itself. Trading exactly the same way. Red vector candle, spike to the upside, likely to fill that range. Okay? USDT. Traders that are scared put their money into USDT because stablecoin and what have you, they want safety. Okay? But the trader who wants to hedge himself, he should be rolling out to gold. Bitcoin's disparity between gold and, Bitcoin and gold's disparity itself, all right? When gold rises, because we are starting to see that play happening, okay? Gold rises, gold drops. Gold drops, Bitcoin rises. Bitcoin rising, you get the idea. For you as a trader, you got to make the choice. If you're in a position with Bitcoin that's going down, okay, against you in a long, you might want to turn to gold because this is going to be the hedge. Cryptocurrency coin backed by gold, if I'm correct. Yep, there you go. It's backed by gold. So you've got gold itself against the dollar. You've got gold right here in crypto. We've got the market dominance chart itself. All of these are rising. People are scared. Yeah? So even if you were to trade Bitcoin against Pax, you would get a good idea of how people are feeling in cryptocurrency. I don't think many people utilize this. You know, people just use USDT dominance. They will just exchange their money back into USDT and just wait to get back in again. Well, what if you're waiting 2 months and the value of your investments are going down? Well, you could get in some position and hedge that against gold. Happy days. You never lose. Yeah, that's the principle. In European banks, yeah, Russia will not move Bitcoin for transactions with Russian banks being denied access to SWIFT banking transactions. Yeah, regardless, okay? Regardless of what is being said about what can be done in cryptocurrency or not, in the next 10 minutes, we're going to know where we stand with the marketplace, okay? Fundamental news right now isn't going to be holding, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to take any precedence. It's all about what's going on around the world. If America decides to intervene, NATO decides to intervene and what have you, then that's going to be crazy in the markets. They're going to see the result of that. Gold itself, look at the yields, sharply moving up. All right? USDT, sharply coming up a little bit right there. Okay, we're in the US Brinks session itself. We are waiting for the Brinks play. Gold pulling back. Let's have a look at gold on any other time frame. We got any vector candles in the zones? No vectors just yet. Testing the 50 EMA. Gold is approaching towards nearly an all-time high. Pax gold right here, just holding. It's too quiet for me. It's too quiet. Can you answer this, Tino? Big W on the daily, but M on the monthly. What I'm saying to you right now, guys, is whatever you see in the charts, okay? Don't make any decisions yet. Don't make any decisions. And whatever narrative is behind it all, whether Bitcoin is going to be brought at $2 billion worth, whatever is being said, all right? People need to react first. And we haven't had New York react to this information. Remember what happened yesterday, okay? Asia had yet to react to the information that was happening regarding Russia, okay? New York reacted to it, they dropped it. Then coming to Sydney, they then dropped it. And tensions were starting to rise at that point, okay? Again, we need to wait and see. You can see, bright as day, range daily low is naturally a point in the chart where we expect price to come back up to. We could apply the principle that they could come back up into the vector candle zone right here, 50% retracement. I wouldn't take the trade right now, because they could say something in the news that could actually just offset that and just completely go to the downside. Again, guys, sit tight and wait. There is no hero trades when you're trading this sort of setup in the charts. If you want to be bold, but be accountable. Do not complain if it goes against you. I guess that's the name of the game. You pay to play. If you have a belief of something and you want to see if that holds true, you can only get feedback off your trades if you take them. All I'm saying to you, wait till this madness is over. I'm not saying wait until the war is over, okay? But what I'm saying to you, don't trade just now because we're still waiting for New York to react to this information, all right? We might get a false move. We might get a false move to the upside, to the downside. Just avoid the volatility for the first few moments of New York. But just in my opinion, avoid it altogether. Sit back, let the chaos unfold because the market will revert back to norm. It really will do that. Okay, so be careful. Be very careful. This is true. This is true. Is it news or market maker that has all in place in advance? The market maker knows where. You've got to understand, right? People are coming to the charts for liquidity. People are coming to the charts for movement. People are trying to offset their risk. Okay? Market maker needs to fulfill that, because if he doesn't, he's going to mess up the marketplace. He has to maintain a smooth, continuous flow of orders passing through. Just look at the book map itself. Look, it's just, they have to make sure this stuff happens. Look at all these orders in the book map itself. They have to be fulfilled. Okay? Now, the speed of them getting fulfilled and the journey that price takes is a different story. That's going to be based on what's going on around the world right now. And we just need to be cautious. That's all I'm saying to you guys. You're free to do whatever you like, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, okay, for the new guy, I'd rather you not be in the situation where you get put off by trading because you just wanted to grab a little bit of volatility. You fell in love with the idea of what trading can do for you, and you came to the charts, oh yeah, wow, it's war. Let's go short, Bitcoin to 30 cents. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to take this game seriously. You got to know when to play the game, all right? Right now, this is a retail trader's playground, okay? Market maker is having a free roam. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. Yeah? 35k. Where are the orders at? 35k. There's 160 Bitcoin. Massive liquidity coming in at that zone. We scroll down and we can see these blocks of trades in this area. Let me just expand the screen out. Okay? Look at this. 30,000's got 668 Bitcoin. 31,211. 33,500's got 118. Does it mean price is going to go there? Who knows? But we just got to be careful. Extremely careful. We'll see gold moving before anything else. USDT coming up. Slowly coming up. It's just too quiet for me, man. I hate that. I hate it when the marketplace does this. When it doesn't do anything. I don't like it at all. Oh, don't get me wrong, yeah. Price will come back up at some point, but now is not the time. We are in fear. We've not even reached capitulation in Bitcoin yet. Yeah? We've not even reached it. Glassnode. Let's see what the Glassnode says. Here we go. Right now from last night's update. Okay, we're going into Thursday. Traders are feeling anxious. Bitcoin is not going anywhere towards a capitulation. Well, and I say not anywhere, but it's not showing signs of it just yet. Capitulation doesn't have to last long as well, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't need to last long. You guys right now are sitting through one of the maddest times in the marketplace. You are witnessing the madness of traders. Okay? All I'm saying is just sit tight. Be careful. We're all about making sure that we can get into optimal positions. Not marginal, optimal. If you're asking yourself whether you should trade or not, you should look at the chart and say, well, what's going on? Yes, principally, we expect them to come back up into the vector. We may have just missed that return to the vector. New York session in 6 minutes' time. Look at the play. Look. Control, control, control. Holding. They're waiting for New York. What's going to move first? It's mad. Just looking at your comments right now, guys, it's like, yeah, the holders will say one thing. It's different mindsets, man. Different mindsets. You know? It is exciting, but at the same time, our excitement is at the cost of others. You know? Crypto Bank, we've just crossed on the monthly MACD for the first time since the 2-year bear market. See, I'm always going to challenge, not indicators, but I mean, when you're talking about monthly, you know, that's a trigger, you know? It's a trigger. What are people going to do on that basis? That's the thing for me. That's what I need to avoid. I need to see what people are doing at that point and do the opposite. That's what that is. You know, funny you should say that. Let's bring up Fiat Leak while we're waiting for New York to roll in. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right now you are seeing a website that shows you, oh, launched a new product. Nah, it's all good, bro. Where's Bitcoin? There we go. This is all the cryptocurrency right now for Bitcoin. And shortly you're going to see all of the purchases of Bitcoin happening as we speak. All right? So whilst we're waiting for New York to turn into play, look at that. 2 gainers, 63 losers, man. Crazy. Crazy bleed to the downside. Anime transaction buy only. Like, look, this is, look at the buys. These are buys. People are buying right now. These are the purchases. Okay? Witness the madness right now. People are buying. The idea of buying the dip. Remember, if you're buying, that could also imply that traders are leveraged and they're buying on leverage as well. Okay, so we'd have to obviously look at open interest. Okay. Yes, it could be a huge buying chance, but man, be careful. Now look at it. Look what's going on. If Russia's all for cryptocurrency, why aren't they picking it up? You know, it's madness, isn't it? Look at the US. Sucking it all up. 7.89 Bitcoin, big volume just exchanged right there. And you can pull up any coin, ladies and gentlemen. And it's nice to have in the background. Now I'm going to get a screen and have this running continuously in my room. I'll have it. Because it's nice to watch. It's quite therapeutic. Sometimes you do see some madness happening in this chart. The sales, buy only, transit, it only offers you can take all. I'm guessing all would be that. I don't know if it offers sales. I'm not sure if it offers it. Here we go. New York. Couple of seconds, guys. Couple of minutes, sorry. New York's coming into play. Just look at these transactions that are happening. Now it's all going over to Russia. Europe as well. Are we witnessing the greatest hedge against inflation? This is madness. This is madness. Good old days, yeah. The good old days. Just watch it, though. Bitcoin is being brought. This is Bitcoin purchases, not leverage trading. Remember that. Not leverage trading. All right? It's just Bitcoin that's being purchased around the world. Okay? Binance, look, 0.0165. We're talking I believe it's every transaction on every exchange. They've got an API which is running everything off this platform. Okay, if we scroll down, we usually have, there you go. There is, where is it? Where is the forum? There's a forum in here. Ah, you can buy a couple of hats as well. What are these guys saying here? Bitcoin falls below 38 and hasn't. Leads to worst China tech route since. Okay, Bitcoin whales initiate huge Coinbase transfers, moving 409 million. Okay, what else? Bitcoin near critical juncture. Why Bitcoin could surge further? When was that? 22 days ago. Oh, wow. Buying the dip. What are these guys saying? Oh, that's 22 days ago. I'm not interested in that. All right, let's have a look at price. What's it doing? Okay, we've got some movement, ladies and gentlemen. New York in 1 more minute's time. Let's have a look at the response to New York on the book map. We need to get a little bit closer just so we can see the movement in the chart. Lots of sweeps happening right here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, mad love and respect to all the new people passing through to the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can summarize tonight's behavior in the end of the New York session. We're going to summarize today's behavior tonight, sorry. Okay? So here we go. New York. It's open, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what they are going to do for us. Right, I'm going to keep an eye out on this Pax gold right here. Gold right here. Actually, I'm going to change this. I'm going to make that S&P 500. What's S&P doing? Big gap down, S&P, man. We thought it would gap up. It's actually gap down. Big gap down. That is a huge gap down for S&P. Uh-oh. Now we're going to know the truth, the worth of this move. 35k. Lots of liquidity coming in at that point. Lots of sweeps happening above that. Let's see what they do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what they do. Guys, please, please be careful, man. This game is wild. Let's see what they do. The US is going to react to this. But, of course, 3 p.m. is the sweet spot. 3 p.m. is the sweet spot. Tino, someone buying means someone is selling too. That's correct. When someone is buying, okay, they can only buy if someone sells. Right now, we're waiting to see if USDT dominance is going to move higher, okay? We're waiting to see if the yields actually drop. Is gold going to bounce off the 50 EMA? It's too quiet. Look, it's too quiet, guys. There's nothing happening. We've got a war happening right now. Nothing is happening. Bitcoin's moving up ever so slightly. Gold isn't budging at all. The S&P ain't doing much. It's like everyone's just absorbing the news, so just got to be careful. This could be a sweep. This could be a sweep. Here we go. We're seeing that bit of a recovery. USDT coming down. I need to kill fiat leak. Let's have a look. Here we go, guys. Here's the sweep. They're picking up quick Bitcoin orders, hitting stops. Potentially range daily high. But it's not enough for us to say, yeah, okay, let's get involved kind of thing. Got to wait. We've got to wait. Be careful. It's getting busy. I'm not seeing gold do anything. USDT's coming down. Slight recovery into this range. Yields ain't moving. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Bookmap is showing a lot of liquidity coming in and being absorbed. Massive sales at that point. They're going to try to close that gap. They could close it, come back into it. Gold slowly coming down now. Man. Unbelievable. Hitting them with the retrace. Could the continuation to the downside happen? It's all going to be on when they decide to react to it. Here we go. If this turns into a red vector candle, guys, all right, and it's likely going to come back up. They're just getting gold cheaper at higher prices at the lowest point. Let's see if they decide to do it. They're waiting for me to log off the stream. Probably, ladies and gentlemen. As always, remember, 3 o'clock is the sweet spot. I just want to see this through with you. Very interesting. Nothing's happening, man. Not really seeing the movement we want to see. When are we going to get that movement? The add-ons that I've got on the book map are sweeps, which are the equivalent of a stop hunt happening in the order book itself. Yeah, for every stop hunt that you see, it tends to revert away from that point because they've just absorbed a lot of liquidity in that area at speed to hit the stops. Yeah, to take orders to move it back down. Okay then, 4,130 for the S&P 500. Bitcoin's made the top move to the upside, which is the equivalent of the UK Brink session. Is this the high for the US Brinks? Here we go. Gold, fifth, look at that. Vector candle on gold. We should expect it to come back up on the next print of this candle. Yields ain't doing anything just yet. USDT's coming up above 5%. S&P pulling back. Bitcoin ain't doing anything just yet, but we've just had a stop hunt rise, pull back. Where's Death Taxes and Tino getting his daughter? Yes, 3 p.m. That is hilarious. 2,100 of you beautiful people passing through to the stream. Thank you very much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, be sure to subscribe so that we can talk about what happens today after 3 o'clock. And I'll be going on again at 10 p.m. GMT. And listen, don't really talk about it much. But if you're going to consider joining the Patreon, thank you very much for doing so. But don't join it yet. Don't start looking into it yet, guys, because they will double charge you towards the end of the month. You wait until the start of a new month, like wait till the 2nd or the 3rd, all right, to be safe, because you will be charged twice. Don't join, okay? If you do, happy days. If not, just Just be careful, guys. All right? Because they'll charge you twice. So don't join on the 30th. Don't join on the 29th. They will charge you exactly again on the start of the new month. So just be careful with that. All right? Now, my concern is nothing's happened. And we've seen this happen many times. Okay? I think they're waiting for 3 o'clock. There must be something happening at 3. Calendar. Let me see what's going on. We've had that news. Okay, so crude oil inventories. We've got a couple of FOMC members speaking, so they could say something at about 5, 6 o'clock, but that's way behind. Well, that's too far yet. Still got like 2-3 hours before that happens. We've got the core price index. I don't think the economic news on dollar is going to affect anything because of what's going on around the world. Nothing else is being said about this situation. Key points regarding Ukraine and oil. Figure G7 will do its best. Highly speculative guesswork. Nonetheless, there are some facts of the situation that could help us understand where things could go given different scenarios. Particularly, there are concerns in regards to commodity prices, not just oil and natural gas. All right, so we've got this issue with gas right now as well. Now that Russia's invaded Ukraine, what's going to happen? What are the West going to do? All right, people are having a mad conversation about it. Okay, people are going crazy about it. Forex Factory is pretty cool to understand what people are thinking about. You know, it's crazy. Nice little read. If you want to understand what's going on. Whether it's true or not, it's a different story. Okay, then here we go. Gold's taking a big drop to the downside. All right, people are closing positions or trying to take them out. Could we see a transitionary change right now? What are they trying to do? 6 more minutes, guys, for the new 15-minute candle. I want to see that with you. They're holding Bitcoin in this area. Why? I don't like that. 3 o'clock GMT. That's in the next 20 minutes time, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, yeah, if people are in fear of what's going on around the world, you don't want to be paying the premium price to get into safety. So naturally, they're going to bring it back down. Yeah? Do you know what, Tonys? Any W's, any M's, any patterns right now, I'm not looking at. I'm not paying attention to. Why? Because we can make ourselves believe that they're going to play out. Then one thing gets spoken around the world regarding this situation, which could invalidate it, which is why I'm saying to you guys, please, this is what I'm saying, right? Can you hear me? Welcome to the Boomer Moment, ladies and gentlemen. Boomer moments for you, left, right, and center. Please forgive me. I was going off on one, talking away, not even realizing it. What I was trying to say is this. Yes, boomer, boomer, boomer. Yes, I know, I know. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have got yourselves one of the boomers. Now, this stream is notorious for its boomer moments. People love the boomer moments. I don't plan them. I don't know why. It just disconnected on me. So here is what I was saying earlier. The marketplace itself is this, okay? Wait until tomorrow. The reason I'm saying wait until tomorrow is because we would have then had New York, Asia respond to what has happened. So then tomorrow we'll be able to make sense of structure in the charts. Right now, the only thing that is moving is gold, and that's concerning for me. Why? Because they could be setting up gold for a move back up. They're just preparing to drop it down lower, make it cheaper to get into safety. Okay? Look at the speed of what's going on. 3 minutes time. Yeah? Gold is dropping. USDT is not doing much. Bitcoin isn't doing much. S&P isn't doing much. It's just gold. Every single one of you people should be pulling up gold and having it by your side. All right? Because it's a true indication of traders' sentiment. When gold is doing this and no one's doing anything else, that's a clue. It's a clue to something is going to happen. The next start of this vector candle, could we see gold coming back up and recovering this red vector zone? Maybe. But we need to wait and see. We must wait. Sorry. Putin hacked into the channel. Oh, listen, at the weekend, I will be streaming if there's going to be some price action. Yeah, Fridays are an interesting day because Fridays can be a profit-taking day or a base building, preparing price for the weekend. All right, in Forex, normally they like to hold price on the Fridays or they can like to make a move on the Fridays, and the move they make is really aggressive. Okay, so we just need to wait. You're waiting. Oh, so Biden is about to speak. Is he about to speak? Where is that? Can someone guide me into that direction so I can pull it up on the stream? Here we go. 2 more minutes. Just pay attention to gold for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention right here. All right. Bitcoin coming down. Look at that big. There you go. Sweep. That was a sweep. A sweep is when the speed of orders is being absorbed in that zone. Okay. Those are little clues as to what could be developing. And there's a lot of sweeping happening in this zone. Okay, here we go. Gold, 1.5 minutes. Bitcoin sharply coming down. Are they reacting to it? What's being discussed? Oh, yes, Jonathan Fry, I'm going to be, as of next week, I'm going to be doing London Open videos just to bring you guys into the London session before it happens. So it'll be roughly around 8:30 in the morning where you'll get that video. Okay, here we go. Just before 1 minute on gold. Look at gold. Keep an eye on gold. Forget everything else. Just watch gold. And it's kind of hard not to avoid Bitcoin a second. But here we go. USDT coming up. Stop hunt. Low rise. S&P pulling back. It's like they're reacting to it, guys. Although Bitcoin's not gone anywhere. All right, what we need to try and get into our minds is understand the behavior of price in this range. What's it trying to say? We've still got liquidity to the downside for Bitcoin at the lows. We haven't fully recovered the big 4-hour blue vector candle. Sorry, the blue vector candle has been recovered on the 4-hour time frame of Bitcoin. We've got a little green wick at the lows. Milad, man. Thank you, bro. You didn't have to do that, man. You did not have to do that. Green vector tapped on the 15. Okay. Yeah, London is one of the good sessions to trade, man. 8 a.m. London time. It's the best time to be trading. Okay. Here we go. So keeping an eye out on everything. I know we haven't got the movement yet. We haven't got it just yet. Is anything down here? What's this? New home sale units. No. Gas. Here we go. New 15-minute candle. Here we go. Now we know the truth of this move. Here we go. Come on, gold. What are you going to do? Gold should reveal what's going to happen with traders' sentiment if they're rushing for gold. 35k. Whole number. 35. Is this going to turn into a vector? I need to change the chart. Go into the 15-minute. Are we seeing a vector candle? Stopping volume wick. Look at that. Stopping volume candle. We're going to know if this move is going to be. Look at that. 2 hits to the high twice. Completely ripped that range. Here we go. Bitcoin coming up. 35. I'm waiting for 35. It's 35k, man. I'm waiting for that range. Here we go. Come on, guys. Come on. What's the story? Make the move, man. What are you trying to do? You know what's going on around the world. Why are you stalling? Clearly manipulating it. Are they trying to make traders believe this could be the low? Wait for enough traders to go long? Because they just achieved that with this 15-minute candle wick. They've just got traders committed on that basis. FTD Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart. Took a nice shot. Love that. Fair play to you, bro. Be careful again. Come on. Here we are. Come on. Gold's pulling down a little bit. It's like they're not reacting to it. I think waiting for the start of a new hour candle. Obviously, I've got to be gone before that point. Come on, Bitcoin. Show us your magic. Coming up to recover that wick, maybe? But, I mean, look, it's like it's done the move already, and it's just trying to stall in this range. Gold's pulling back down, but it's only coming into its wick right there. So we're going to know its worth in a second. Book map is... Look, there's a lot of pressure. The book map is in balance to limit buys to the downside. So its pressure is favoring lower prices. Okay, across all these exchanges. So we're going to know in a few moments what the story is. Jason, what's good, man? We'll be having a conversation soon. Don't you worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that, man. Things are... I've got my computer, by the way, so that's sorted out. So it's all going to be happening, bruv. It's all going to be happening. High block. I'm not going to look at high block for a second, guys. I'm not looking at high block for a sec. I need to pay attention to what gold's doing. Because gold's the only thing that's moving against everything else. So are they trying to just get orders filled in a contained zone before they start actually moving? Remember, gold is treacherous as well. It's volatile because it reflects traders' sentiment. Here we go. You see this containment in the order book. This area here, there's a reason why they're just holding in and around this zone. There's a reason for it. If we look down, you can see that they are slowly but surely trying to pick up positions in this range right here. Does it mean Bitcoin's going to go to 33? I can't promise you it's going to go to 33. But it's a point in the chart where liquidity is present. If the narrative is to push price down lower, there's block orders right here, look. And they're keeping them static in the chart. 31,000, what's happening down there? 30,000, still 665 orders. 31 has got 205, 275 collectively in this range, and above that is 275. There's a lot of orders in this area. It makes you just say, why would they not come down to this range? You know? Here we go. We've got some madness happening. Gold's coming up. Bitcoin's coming up. This is what I hate about it. How many of you in the room? 2,000 of you in the room, and only 877 of you like the stream. Come on, family. Where you at? Where you at? Trying to keep you prepared. Putting caution in your minds to avoid the madness of the market maker. Let him suck in all the traders who are not patient. Let him make people believe one thing is happening against the other. Look, they're recovering the wick for Bitcoin. Don't fall for it. Wait for it. You can see they're working the highs. There's a reason why they hit this high against this area twice. There's a reason why they've come up to that point. And if you mark it off on the chart itself, guys, you can see bright as day what they've done. Wick, vector zone, wicked it again, recovered the wick. At most, we could expect them to come and recover the wick. And even possibly as well, guys, they may even dismiss what's going on around the world, try and get the shorts hitting this area here to bring it back down again. The behavior is consistent with what they've been doing. Yeah? So it's just literally, what are we waiting for? They're filling the gap in the US session. Okay, fine. Fill the gap. Then what? Where are you going from that point? You know? Mad love to you guys, man. Yes, I won't be forgetting my daughter. I must get that sorted out. People charge big money. Nah, man. Yeah, you know how it is. We ask for it. All we ask for is a like. Let's work the algorithm. Gold's coming down. Bitcoin, I don't like it. Stop hunt rise. I don't like it. Because remember, people look, there's a sweep right there. You see, people are going to look at gold and say, okay, does that mean good news is happening right now? there's something positive about what's going on in the charts. No, because if you are in fear of something and you've got an asset that you can hedge yourself against, naturally you would say, hold on, I don't want it to be that expensive. So let's start turning the price. Let's start taking some positions, okay, in gold. And let's just see if we can get it down low enough so we can start building our positions on the way back up. They will come back to this vector candle at some point. They'll test key zones first, but they'll come back to it because it's a setup. They're setting it up, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Bitcoin, containment in the range. US brink session ain't done nothing. They're going to do something, and we've got to be mindful of that, ladies and gentlemen. All I'm saying to you is just please be careful when you are trading these instances. You are not trading patterns. You are not trading cycles. You are not trading anything other than people with their trigger fingers waiting to come to the charts to try and exploit volatility. You want volatility? You do when there isn't a war happening, because then that will be true volatility. The volatility that is happening right now is manipulated volatility, in the sense people are trying to take advantage of plays because of the fear of what's going on. All right? Ask yourself the question, why isn't everything dropping down yet, given that we are in a full-scale war right now? Yeah? So the narrative is installing to the retail trader that things could be coming back up. People start buying. People buy the dip. It's going to go up. They're going to say, okay, I'll put a little bit of a stop loss right here. Funnily enough, we've got a green vector candle zone right here that they haven't come back to. That is a point in the chart where they can trigger a lot of orders. Don't you think the market maker would want to come back down there again if he does want to get his orders filled at lower prices? Naturally, you would assume so. Yeah? Keep an eye out on this range. Could they come into that zone? Yields are rising up, coming towards the 50. USDT is holding. S&P ain't doing much. We saw this exact behavior yesterday, guys. Just don't fall for it. Okay? Yes, guys, listen. Mad love and respect to all of you. I want to thank you all for just passing through, showing the love and support. Okay? If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I've already asked you to like the stream, so thank you very much for that. I'll be going live again tonight at 10 p.m. to see what madness unfolds in the New York session. If anything crazy does happen before that, I will go live sooner, because I'm always going to be around for the action. I like the good old market maker behavior. Again, protect yourselves. Don't trade if you don't feel confident. Don't let the idea of excitement force you to open trades with the belief things going to go in one direction against the next. Anything can be said right now which could trigger the market to do something crazy. Okay? Protect yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. There will always be tomorrow. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Mad love and respect to you. Take care of yourselves. Peace.